Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So, you guys know that this NBA media is obsessed with creating narratives around LeBron James, right? And they even did this with his latest move, where he decided to join the Philadelphia 76ers. I want to give you guys the what do you call it? The practical application of what I'm talking about here. Just yesterday, I responded to a post on X, all right? And I want to put up the post here. It says, reports indicate LeBron James's court vision saw the dysfunction within the Lakers organization and decided to leave, right? Via Lakers lead. And we all know that this is total nonsense. The story was his team made it clear, we did shows about this, lives about this, that they were expecting nothing less than a maximum offer and something that reflected his value. We even did shows where we quoted Rich Paul from Bleacher Report articles. We understand that the Lakers are building for the future, but we also are in win now mode. Like, we know this, but then the Lakers didn't offer him an extension. But because they want to save face and all of this, and you get these guys out there in media that put out these stories. Yesterday was another example of this, of just them constantly trying to control and shape the narrative. So Pablo Torre, who, if there was an award for Journalist of the Year, he would definitely get it, recently went on Morning Joe, which is a news program of all places. And during his visit on Morning Joe, he was asked to kind of weigh in on, well, the host was essentially asking him, why didn't LeBron decide to go to Cleveland? Like, he thought that would have been a kind of picture perfect ending for this guy to kind of end his career. And Pablo began to essentially unload on him and say, look, LeBron does things for narratives. He's doing all of this as a way to ring chase, to catch Michael Jordan, because there's this obsession with these guys to catch Michael Jordan. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I shared a story on our Instagram page of some idiot LeBron fan putting up a post of Michael Jordan's YouTube page and LeBron James's YouTube page. And it was like LeBron's page had 400 something thousand subs, whereas Michael Jordan had like 300 and something thousand, as if to say that this somehow makes him better than like LeBron fans are just flat out idiots, right? They know LeBron is not the GOAT. LeBron knows he's not the GOAT, because if he was the GOAT, he wouldn't be playing this long. Those are the facts. If LeBron believed that he was the greatest player of all time, he would have retired a long time ago. So given the fact that they know he's not the GOAT, they have to come up with these ridiculous things. So YouTube channels is now what we're making. Like, the LeBron fans are idiots. There's no other way to slice it. No other way to slice it. But before we get into what Pablo had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Kachava. Now, before we continue, let me tell you something. This year, I got serious about taking care of my body, my training, my nutrition, all of it. Nothing extreme. I just wanted to take better care of myself. But my days get busy between work, moving around, taking care of my daughter, trying to go to the gym, buying groceries. Life fills up fast. And when it does, nutrition is the first thing to fall apart. I would skip meals, grab whatever was easy, and feel it by the afternoon. Then I started using Kachava's new travel pack. Just one packet gives you complete nutrition ready for life to go on. Plant-based protein, fiber, greens, vitamins, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more. No artificial flavors, no sweeteners, no soy, no gluten, no preservatives, and no animal products. All the nutrition my body craves in one delicious shake, packed to go. It keeps my energy steady all day, and more importantly, it actually tastes amazing. If you have been meaning to take better care of yourself, this is the easiest place to start. Take your daily ritual with you. Go to Kachava.com and use code DREAMERS for 15% off your first order. That's Kachava, Kachava.com, code DREAMERS. Okay, perfect. So we want to play what Pablo Torre had to say here on MS Now, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments.
It's not like he needed the money. He certainly is not getting paid the way he was paid throughout his career. Why wouldn't you exit gracefully through Cleveland? Why wouldn't you go back home after the Miami debacle? Why wouldn't you go back home and just have a beautiful bookend And, you know, he can stand in the stadium, fists raised in the air, saying, I am Akron.
So Philadelphia was the most shocking of all the choices for the reasons you say. LeBron has a bit of a paradox to him. He is the most narratively sensitive character I've ever seen in modern American sports. He is constantly, I think, aware on some level of the documentary he is starring in. And in fact, is a pioneer in sports in terms of having a production company, of being a human television show. And all of that is true on the one hand. And so why does he do this? Right? This is not the ideal ending from any screenwriting perspective. And what it does to me is it asserts LeBron James as a figure for whom his story is not one that can be peer pressured into existence. Like, LeBron chose something that I think is fascinating and also inconvenient, right? This is not a fan base in Philly that was crying out for LeBron, but what he's going to do is say to them, hey, you haven't won a title since 1983. I can do that for you. And I happen to be the guy, by the way, who would then become the only person in the history of the sport to win a title with 4 different teams. And so what he's doing, in other words, Joe, and this is a rude word, is he is ring chasing. He is saying, I'm here to win a title as a mercenary, and that's the story of LeBron. You got the Akron chapter, the homecoming thing, but that's not going to be me. I'm going to be someone who transcends the jersey.
Perfect. So you heard what Pablo had to say. Yes, as I was saying, these people are idiots, right? It's just this constant like obsession with Michael Jordan and creating this narrative for me to be. I don't understand what the obsession is. Again, every time I see Michael Jordan, he is living his absolute best life. Michael Jordan doesn't even think about these guys. Literally, he doesn't even think about them. He's moved on with his life a long time ago. All Jordan is doing is focusing on NASCAR, spending time with his family on 200-300 foot yachts every single year. Every time I see Michael Jordan, he's either on a yacht, getting off a yacht, getting ready to go on a yacht. Living life to the fullest. Do you know why? Because he did all that he could as an NBA player. He's secure with his legacy. So he doesn't need to come out here and constantly respond to this nonsense that's being said. The last time Michael Jordan responded to an NBA conversation was when they tried to say Stephen Curry was a greater point guard than Magic Johnson. He didn't even respond for himself. He was responding for Magic Johnson. Jordan doesn't have time for this now. It's these people that are obsessed with it. And the obsession will continue. They're grasping for straw at any point. I recently watched Scap Attack decide to go argue with a bunch of idiotic LeBron fans. And the first guy that was talking, this buffoon who had like glasses on, extremely annoying face. Like LeBron fans, they have annoying faces, annoying voices, like just LeBron fans, right? They're just annoying looking people. But anyway, he goes, if Michael Jordan is all about winning, you know, why didn't he win in baseball? I mean, if he's all winning, if he's all about winning, why didn't he win as an owner? And Scap actually sat there and engaged. I would have got up and left. I would have stood up and left out of that. These people are not serious people. They're not serious people at all. Absolutely not serious people whatsoever. And by the way, you remember a few years ago when I did the show when I was like, LeBron didn't attend Kobe's memorial? And these idiotic LeBron fans on the internet, oh, you know, Pablo Torre also reported that LeBron was in there. But fine, y'all were there. Y'all were there. Y'all were there. We'll leave it to y'all. Anyway, folks, you guys let me know what you think about what Pablo had to say, and we'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.